Recently, I was able to witness the fights of 3 great warriors. His powers were completely absurd. I had never seen anything like it.
What it do? It's your boy, Dragon Ball Art 92. And I'm back. Video today. And we're back with another Ultra Vegito reaction today. Ultra Vegito is a menace to society. So you know this is gonna be a good one, man. But before we get to the content today, you guys, make sure that you like the video so that way we can trigger YouTube algorithm, so that way we can be seen by a bigger audience. Also, if you're new here, we welcome you. Thank you for coming here and enjoying videos with us. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you can be updated whenever I release a video. Now that we got all that good stuff out the way, you guys, let's get to the content. Excuse me, guys. 1 second. All righty. Let's go.
Patreon. Yes, the next part of this color manga is available right now on my new Patreon to watch straight after this episode. This has been a hugely requested edition, but now you can finally see Ultra Vegito the way it was meant to. Every scene colored perfect to anime standards, just how I imagined it when I first drew it. So join now and be the first to see every episode from just $3 with more and more access at higher tiers. Link is in the description below and pinned comment. Enjoy. So our story continues back on Kami's lookout, where shockingly Beerus and his angel attendant Whis appeared to confront the 3 Saiyans who had just left the hyperbolic time chamber. And understandably, Goku and Vegeta are immediately left shocked by these strange and powerful looking newcomers, not able to piece together who exactly they are. As Vegeta says, "Wait, why does that creature seem familiar?" While Goku says, "Whoa, he looks strong. I have a bad feeling about this one." While Beerus coldly stares at the 3 men, silent and unmoving in his emotions, keeping a stern poker face on as he fails to reveal his intentions. What? Beerus? Whis?
I knew that was gonna freak Ultra Vegito out. The fact that he's seeing Beerus again after he killed him in the previous episode. So I know he going crazy like, oh no, they're here already. After he already told them that lie, bro. Ultra Vegito is too funny, bro, with his lies, bro. But he willing to do anything, bro, to get what he want, bro. And at that point in time, he wanted to train with them and get things from them. So he had to do what he had to do. So it is what it is, right? Let's get back to the content.
Meanwhile, the most shell-shocked and traumatized by all of this is Vegito, as he stands there wide-eyed and in a state of panic thinking, This can't be! Why would they be here? Now of all times! And Whis! He told me once an angel is erased, there would be a race from any and all timelines! Did he get it wrong? What is going on here? I need to regroup and calm down. But regardless of his panic-stricken state, Vegito is quick to use his energy to call Whis' staff into his hand, just in case he needs to make a quick exit. Meanwhile, though, the Destroyer God now begins to open his mouth and asks his angel, Whis, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you not say only 2 full-blooded Saiyans existed on this planet? Who is this other fellow? It seems he does not have a tail, but his energy signature, I sense does not seem to be any different to the other two.
And if you notice, right, Beerus woke up way earlier in this timeline than he did normally before Ultra Vegito entered to the timeline because um after Goku and Vegeta fought Shenron, Omega Shenron, Goku traveled with the dragon and disappeared. And Beerus still wasn't woke even after um the whole Goku's grandson ordeal took place. Beerus still hasn't made himself known. So in this timeline, Beerus woke up extremely early. So it's quite interesting that he popped up when it came out the time chamber. But let's get back to it.
Could he really be an Earthling, you think? And Whis, who at first is calm, responds, I'm not sure, my lord. My angel staff is not always 100% accurate when it comes to scouring the entirety of the universe, but for analyzing a single planet, I would think it would be correct. But having said that, judging by the power levels I'm sensing, all three of these fighters are most definitely Saiyans. But a dark shadow soon falls over Whis' usually prim and proper face, as the angel realizes something seriously wrong is happening here and continues. But regardless of what race these mortals are, what's more concerning, my lord, is that one of them is wielding an angel staff of his own. And on top of that,
Why this version of Weez look like a female, bruh? Let's keep it 100, bruh. Look at his hairstyle, bro. That's not the normal Weez hairstyle, bro. The artist was they must have forgot who they were drawing. Let's get back to the content.
time rings meant only for the supreme Kais of Universe 10. Whoever this third fellow is, he is not supposed to be here. Instantly, Beerus' eyes after hearing this are drawn to the left and right arm of Vegito, with one wielding the staff meant only for the angels and the other wrapped in numerous time rings, just as Whis had said. What the? Leaving Beerus completely and utterly shocked as his brain speeds up, trying to think 1,000 thoughts at once to try and explain what he's seeing. None of this should be possible indeed, and he responds, Whis, you're right. What in the name of Zeno is going on here? We cannot let him leave this place without questioning him. His existence could mean the end of all of us if the God of War catches wind. I'll handle this right now.
This would have went bad for them, especially if Beerus tried to fight Ultra Vegito. It would have went bad for them, bro. He extra stronger than both of them. There's no way. There's no way that Beerus was gonna be able to stand to fight against Vegito, him or Whis at this point in time. But let's see what happened, bro. Because this is off the chain. Let's go.
I came here looking for a Super Saiyan God to match me. And this is what I get? Whoever this is, he better not be who the Oracle Fish prophesied. And just like that, Beerus instantly launches himself at the trio of Saiyans, knowing that if he doesn't stop them in some way now, it will ironically be his head on a platter. What? Stay calm, you two! And as the god hurls towards them, Vegeta and Goku panic, while Vegito remains a force of calm, at least on the outside. On the inside, though, Vegito continues his panic and jumps to conclusions as he thinks, damn it! They must have caught on! If I don't get out of here quickly, I'll end up having to repeat history! And though the truth is, the multiverse is better off without any gods or angels, I can't kill Beerus again! This is something these two will have to deal with on their own.
Ultra Vegito had a conscience at this point. He was like, nah, I can't do that again. Because he actually felt like it was a whole accident, how everything happened. It really was though. and you can tell that he's not all bad at this point, but where revenge can take you, sometimes it can take you to that point where there's no return. But I want to see what's gonna happen to bruh, because I mean, I didn't see some of the comments in the comment section of some of my videos kind of telling me where it's headed. So, but I'm excited, bro, to see what's gonna happen, bro. Let's get back to it.
Swiftly, Vegito then turns to face Goku and Vegeta and continues to use the two warriors that now both consider him to be a close friend to his advantage, yelling commandingly straight at them. Goku, Vegeta, listen to me. Quickly fuse! That thing approaching you is Monarcha, the demon that destroyed my time. Use what I taught you and stop him at all costs! Do it now! What? Huh? No. Both Goku and Vegeta are left momentarily motionless by the revelations. They'd only just finished training and already they had a new foe to face. Eventually they come to grips and Goku begins. Damn it! He's here already? But we've barely recovered. Vegeta, do you think we can do this? While a borderline annoyed Vegeta responds. It's not like we have a choice, Kakarot. That damn Vegito said it'd be years. And coincidentally, they come just the day after he arrives. I knew messing with our timeline like that wouldn't go down.
And he ain't just messing with that timeline. He messing with all type of timelines. So, of course, things are not going to happen the way that it normally happen, which makes sense in this ultimate reality. You know what I mean? So, it's quite interesting, man. let's see, because they have no energy coming out of the time chamber. None. They ain't got no Senzu beans. There's no Dende to heal them. It's nothing. They just got through training for God knows how long. So let's see what happens.
Well, but whatever. That's in the past now. This monster is on the attack now. Get into position, Kakarot. We end this nightmare today. Leaving Vegito to watch on with a cunning smile as his plan seemingly comes to perfect fruition. Thinking, yes, that's the way, Vegeta. Take command and sort out this mess for me. As from afar, we then hear the two Saiyans iconically yell, Fusion! Ha! Leading to a burst of light that shoots forth from Kami's lookout and into the sky. The light and magnificent power is so great that even Beerus is forced to stop straight in his tracks as he marvels and covers his face, saying, what the devil are those Saiyans doing now? Huh? Suddenly, though, the confusion turns to anger as he realizes what's happening. Wait a second. Did two of them just turn into one? Or are my eyes playing tricks on me, Whis? What's with this energy? It's changed. This isn't Mortal Ki. This is... And just like that, now standing there with Goku.
Ultra Instinct Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. Insane. Bro, that's insanity right there. Ain't no way Beerus beating him, bruh. Ain't no way. Whis, yeah, probably. But I wonder how strong Super Saiyan 4 makes Ultra Instinct. Where's the boost in that? Because that's crazy work there, bro. Get back to it.
Goku and Vegeta once were is a fully powered up Gogeta, already in his Ultra Instinct form, holding onto his jacket in classic Gogeta style, with a newly gained cocky smile as he lets out, alright, kitty cat, I was planning on using this power a few years from now, but since you insist, let's get this party started now! What? You're kidding me! Whis, is this what I think it is? Beerus and Whis thought they were shocked before, but it doesn't even compare to how they feel now in the slightest. They both know what they're
Why it look like Beerus is about to himself right now, bro? Like for real, bro. It really like he about to take a boo boo, bro. Like he really about to himself. Like he knows that there's nothing he can do against this form right now. That's why he calling for Whis. Real talk.
seeing, but truthfully, they can't quite believe their eyes, with Beerus saying, Whis, what is happening here? Tell me you know what's going on! But Whis is no more in the know than his god of destruction, as he just stares blankly at Gogeta, completely positive as to what he is seeing, but unsure of how. Letting out, Lord Beerus, something is definitely not right here. This is indeed what you believe it to be. The technique of the angels. Ultra instinct. Now I'm afraid this has become a matter Father must be aware of. My lord, we must not let...
Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe we probably wouldn't stand a chance against Ultra Instinct Gogeta. The way that he acting, talking about father. So he got to go tell the Grand Priest? Really? That's insane, bro. That's insane. But let's get back to the content.
any of these mortals escape. Wait! But seconds after saying this, however, Whis looks up into the sky in shock, as one of the two warriors has already begun what looks like an escape. He quickly realizes what's happening as he yells to Beerus, still staring into the distance. Lord Beerus! Up there! The time ring user is on the move! And just as Whis had claimed,
Oh, they totally forgot about Ultra Vegito, but he like, I'm out of here, bro. I am out of here. It's crickets. It's crickets. Until Whis looked up. He was like, oh no, Beerus. He's trying to get away. But see, Vegito wasn't even trying to sit there and fight them. He wasn't even about to do all that. He was just trying to get up out of there and allow Gogeta to take care of the situation. Let's get back to the content.
Vegito appears in the sky with his back turned as he uses his dark and divine energies to open yet another swirling portal up in the sky with the time rings of his universe. Ultra Vegito takes a quick moment to turn around and stare down at the people below, smiling to himself, knowing he'd got what he wanted from this universe and nobody, not even Whis or Beerus, could ever stop him. Saying finally, goodbye, Beerus. Goodbye, Whis. It was nice to see you again, if only for a brief moment. I leave this now in the hands of Gogeta and yourselves. May you have a better future than I do. Farewell. And below, not hearing what Vegito had said, quietly under his breath, Gogeta smiles back saying, goodbye, my friend. Thank you for all the training. I'll put an end to these two here and now. And I wish the same for you, Vegito. While Beerus, knowing he can't stop the time portal, futilously comments, we messed up big time letting that one go. I don't know if we should tell Zeno, knowing his temper. While Whis looks on and thinks, playing with time, wielding an angelic staff, just who is this mortal? And why? Why does he look at myself and Beerus with such familiarity? Meanwhile, though, having made his escape, Ultra Vegito floats through the portal and arrives back in his own timeline, but has found himself in yet another one of the many parallel universes. This time, he's on what seems to be a strange and unfamiliar planet, one he obviously...
It actually seemed like the time rings is keeping him on track, keeping him going to the next god, to the next god, to the next god. That's what seems like what's going on right now. So let's get back to it.
He doesn't think he's been to before, and from the look on his face, he comments, That was a close one. I guess I have to worry about running into gods and angels wherever I go in time. But where the hell have I found myself now? This could be a planet in any universe. But having just maneuvered his way out of danger, Vegito takes a moment to look at his surroundings, sensing for nearby power levels, and generally think about his current situation as he reflects. Damn, I was hoping to eat and recover before arriving back here. Maybe even stock up on some senzu beans from Korin. I guess I'll just have to find something here. His head turns backwards as he continues.
Wait a minute. So he should have thought about that right then and there and tried to figure out how to go get some senzu beans or something, because he could have used the time rings again to go to a time where he could have got some senzu beans. But instead, he's trying to figure out where he is, knowing that they're after him. But let's see what happens now, man.
I can sense a load of energies nearby, a little stronger than the ones on Earth. Strong inhabitants must mean a load of food and sustenance to keep them alive. Guess I know where I'm going next. And with his plans made, Ultra Vegito dashes up in the air, flying off in the direction of the life energy nearby at an unfathomable speed. As Vegito flies overhead with his angel staff in one hand leading the way, he thinks, haven't even had the chance to get a Zenkai boost on healing up. But man, that training with Gogeta really made a difference. I can feel the improvement, the power, the speed. I'm on a whole new level. That Gogeta, a Super Saiyan 4 form combined with mastered Ultra Instinct, has made him a monster. I do wonder what will come of that universe now that that power is in his hands. Soon, with Vegito's speed, he finds himself overthrown.
That actually is a good question. I wonder how that timeline is going to turn out. You know, when he does have that type of ability. Well, I wonder if he going to go back to that timeline anyway. We're going to find out, though. Let's go.
Thriving village population, noticing down there, people. They look pretty strange though. As the fusion warrior looks down, he sees many different types of wolf-like people, standing on 2 feet, living down on the ground below. Eventually, he stops suddenly and descends to the ground to land with a thud. And as his eyes dart around for the first sign of food, he wonders to himself out loud, either unaware of just how morbid his thoughts really are, or just not caring. An entire planet population of wolves and beasts. How interesting. I guess at least that means I won't be short on meat anytime soon. Vegeta walks around and soon arrives at a nearby section of shacks, tents, and food stalls. It's not long before he finds a market stall that piques his interest immediately. And right there, next to a pleasant-looking wolf with spectacles, are 2 plates of freshly cooked and seasoned meat. As the stallsman calls out, "Hey, you there! Yes, you, foreigner. Come try our delicious sheep meat. Only 12 bones apiece." And as Vegito hears this, a happy Goku-like smile appears on his face as he yells out, seemingly disregarding the price. "Ah, perfect! Just what I'm looking for, old man. I'm starving. I'll have as much as you can supply." And without asking anyone around for permission, the entitled God Killer instantly grabs one of the fresh legs of meat.
You know that's going to cause problems. That was rude. Him just grabbing the food, not even acknowledging the fact that it costs money. You're like, I don't care. What can you do? You're an old man. What the can you do? Let's get back to it.
That have been placed on the counter by the wolf vendor. as the stoorsman yells, "Hey, wait a second!" But just as the Saiyan opens his mouth wide, ready to bite on his new meal, a furry blue hand grabs onto his shoulder from behind, seemingly to make him stop. "Get that hand off me if you want to keep it," as Vegito instantly shifts back to a confrontational tone, wondering who would dare be stupid enough to postpone his meal on this weakling-filled planet. But to our surprise, standing there confidently, each with sinister...
Not the trio of danger. No, bro. Not the trio of danger. These the same dudes that Goku because they were mad that Goku and Zenny was friends, right? What does these guys go do, bruh? They couldn't beat Vegeta and Goku when they were separate. Now, on this level, they think they go, but they probably are unaware of who Vegito really is. Let's see what happens, bro.
beastly smiles is the trio of danger, the powerful warriors of Universe 9 that competed in the Tournament of Power and faced Goku, Gohan, and Buu in the exhibition tournament beforehand. Bergamo in particular, in the middle, clenches his fist in a threatening sign and stares into the eyes of Vegito and lets out, "Listen, friend, I don't know what primitive rock you crawled out from, but round here, you need to pay before you eat. Now cough up some cash to our poor uncle over here before we turn you..."
What type of luck is that? How he run into, out of all the vendors in this town, he run into their uncle? That's some crazy luck right there for them. Let's get back to it.
Into his next selection of meat. Got it? Vegito, though, who is completely unfazed by the pointless threat, looks confused for a second, however. Unable to work out where he knows these three from again due to his trauma over his 10-year imprisonment. Thinking introspectively, these three, just like Gowasu, they seem familiar too. Are they from Universe 10 also, or were they at the tournament? If it's the latter, I guess that means they could be strong. But regardless, now closing his eyes and smirking to himself, Vegito doesn't look even slightly worried about the trio. What used to be considered strong back then is now child's play now, as he responds, "Ah, I see. Money in exchange for food? Yes, truly a novel concept for my kind. But unfortunately, I haven't got any money, but I'm still hungry. So, I guess I'll have to be turned into meat then. Just do me a favor and wait until I'm done eating, will you? I taste better fattened up anyway." As instantly, without a care in the world, Vegito bites into the leg of sheep meat.
The disrespect was real. Vegito did not care at all. Their threats didn't mean nothing to him. It was like basically children threatening an adult. That's basically what just went down. Let's get back to it.
Gulping it down like it was his last meal on Earth. What? Dare he? As one by one, the trio of danger, Basil, Bergamo, and Lavender, reel in anger and disgust at the contempt and complete lack of respect for authority the stranger shows for them. Instant response, all three powerful warriors power up massively in a show of force, ready to turn Vegito into literal mincemeat for his crimes right under their noses, with Lavender commenting, "Brothers, we cannot let this go unpunished in front of our people. Let us make an example of this strange-looking beast." Bergamo, then in response, being the leader of the pack, grits his teeth, trying to control his rage as he lets out, "You just made a big mistake, buddy. The price of disrespecting the trio of danger is certain death.
Bergamo was kind of a hard character though, bro. You know, that ability that he can take somebody else's power and use it against them. You know, like when he was getting stronger when he's fighting Super Saiyan Goku. It's pretty raw, bro. You know, that might come in handy in this fight. Let's see what happens.
And I'll make sure yours is slow and painful. Enjoy that piece of meat, for it will be your last. Vegito, though, meanwhile, just continues to eat away blissfully and the stop of quickly happening. With his mouth full of food and his eyes closed, he dares the wolves to come at him. If they really think they're tough enough, that is. Saying, yeah, sure. Give it your best shot. I'm waiting, by the way. Hurry up before I go help myself to seconds. And like clockwork, not hesitating to move on Vegito's taunts, all three members of the trio of danger rush in at high speed towards Vegito. Each one with a ferocious look on their face, as if they had reverted back to their primal ancestors, chasing after their next meal. As the trio gets closer and closer within touching distance, Ultra Vegito remains stand still. Of course, not worried in the slightest as he continues to tuck into his leg of meat. But at the last second, with his mouth still full, his body begins to vanish, as with a smile he says, no matter the timeline or universe, there are always fools ready to rush to their deaths, As instantly...
That was quicker than when, I forgot which one sorry guys, but I think it was Universe's 10 Destroyer that he just totally destroyed real quick, bro. Like a Mike Tyson fight, bro. It was one of them, bro. He destroyed them real quick, bro. Like they never stood a chance. Crazy work. Crazy work.
In a show of incredible speed, technique, and ability, mid-flight, Vegito appears before each of the three brothers and attacks each one separately, with Bergamo being the last, being hit directly in the stomach. Immediately, all three are sent flying straight into a nearby hut, decimating it in the process with a loud bang. But standing there with them, with his foot planted on the stomach and chest of Bergamo, is still a smiling Vegito, looking down at his prey as he says, so when exactly am I supposed to suffer this slow and painful death, huh? You know, on my planet, we hunted your kind. This almost reminds me of back home, so thank you for that. And suffering under the pain and pressure of Vegito's boot, Bergamo begins to cough up blood as the last of his life force fades away from the damage. But soon, finally realizing who the stranger is that he has actually ended up fighting against, come to terms Bergamo grunts out at his opponent in pain. There's no doubt about it. This power, this speed, you must be who the gods warned us of. You are the God Killer, Vegito.
Yeah, his name got around, bro. Everybody aware that he coming after them. So you know they go get prepared. So if he already knew that Vegeta was going to end up showing up, he must just didn't know what he looked like, obviously. And I wonder now, what's the plan? What's the plan? What's his plan next? Let's see.
Vegito, with one cheek full of food, looks down at Bergamo with a look of surprise and confusion as he questions the dying animal. What's this? You know me too. How's that? It's bugging me not knowing where I know you guys from. Did we fight before or something? Maybe that explains how easily I read your movements. But an angry grin soon forms on Bergamo's face, however, as he lets out while still bleeding. I'm afraid not. But the rumors of your evil deeds precede you, Vegito. Unlucky for you, Lord Cedra came prepared for just this moment. To think, we'd be the ones to spot you, though. Of all the warriors in this universe, Cedra entrusted this device to. Oh well, for the good of the universe, the trio of danger will do anything. It's then that we see in Bergamo's hand there is a small...
What he gonna do? Summon Zeno? But Zeno been chilling though. And if that was the case, he would have already destroyed him, right? So he must go summon Cedra. And what Cedra go do? Ain't he like the weakest god of destruction out of them all? Well, let's see what happened here, bro. What type of plan they got up their sleeves? I am so interested in their failed attempts. Let's see.
and familiar purple and blue button, just like the one Goku used to own that summoned Zeno, before immediately he presses the button. Meanwhile, on the other side of the galaxy, Cedra and his angel Mojito are seen in an unnamed area of Universe 9, when they both simultaneously suddenly receive the signal let out from the mysterious button. They both look shocked as they turn to one another, solemnly knowing what they have to do next, as Cedra says, "It's Bergamo, the God Killer! He's here! It's time, Mojito! Get us there now!" And without saying a word more, using the power of Mojito's staff, the god of destruction of Universe 9 and his attendant disappear, and quickly reappear in space outside of the planet of Bergamo and his brothers. The one Ultra Vegito is unknowingly situated on right now. With a look of visible sadness and regret on his face, Cedra then looks down on the planet, as if knowing it is about to suffer a cruel fate before letting out, "Bergamo, Lavender, Basil, you have my word. You three will always be remembered in the..."
Why it seem like he's scared to go down there or something, bro? Why you talking at the top of the planet, bro? To them, they down there getting they life handed to them right now by Vegito. And you just at the top of the planet, bro, just talking, bro. Like, what's going on, bro? You scared, bro? Or do you got a plan? What are you doing? What is he cooking up, bro? Let's get back to it.
The hearts of us gods. Three heroes that saved the multiverse. The brothers of legend. Goodbye, my friends. And knowing he can wait no longer, Cedra then raises his right hand to the planet and yells out as it creates a massive glowing spinning ball of the now familiar purple destruction energy, before shouting, "Hakai!"
He was whack for that, bro. So he sacrificed the mortals, bro, just to kill Vegito. They literally was desperate, bro. They was desperate to do something like that, honestly, because they like he could have just went down there and Hokkaido himself. Instead of sacrificing the mortals, he could have saved them, right? I guess not. I guess he was the weakest destroyer out of them all, because at least the other ones stood up in Vegito's face. He the one that tried to do it from a distance. How scary is that, bro? Let's get back to it.
Instantly launching the concentrated ball of destruction power right down on the unsuspecting planetary population. Back down on the planet, Vegito remains with his foot on Bergamo's chest when suddenly he notices something. Huh? What's this? Some kind of escape technique? As right before him, Bergamo already begins to turn to nothingness as he becomes erased under the power of Hakai. With a small grin, knowing his time has come, Bergamo says, "So it's begun. Goodbye, God Killer. I would say we'll meet again in the afterlife, but I guess that's not where we'll be going. What? Soon after, the confusion over Begamo's riddle-like words increases exponentially as Vegito looks down at his piece of sheep meat, and that too now begins to erase to particulate matter. And within seconds, now not only has the entire chunk of meat gone, but so too has a number of Vegito's fingers, as he finally realizes that he's been done in and what has just.
But we already know, bro. Vegito been through this already. There's no way that this is about to stop him at all. So another failed attempt. Let's see how it end up for the guy.
Happened. What? What's going on? No, surely not. He didn't. And with a righteous, indignant fury in his voice, Vegito looks at the sky and yells out, No! Not like this! Stop, you fool! As from back in space, we see the once peaceful planet instantly erupt into an explosion that leaves nothing behind but dust in its aftermath. Anything and everything that ever existed on its surface being erased for eternity. All the while, Cedra and his angel, protected by a ball of energy, just watch on, knowing they had finally rid the multiverse of its greatest ever threat. The God Killer is no more. With everything finally done, Cedra turns his face to Mojito, finally looking a little bit relieved.
Did they really get him? It seemed like they got him. But we already, man, let's see. I don't want to speak too soon.
Mojito smiles in his anxious way as he tries to use his angelic powers to confirm that they've won, now not sensing any life force whatsoever. Cedra says, It's over. It's finally over. I knew those deity summoning buttons would be useful. He may have had an angel staff, but his control over it was amateur at best. He could hardly even control where he arrived. It was only a matter of time before I caught him off guard. To which Mojito nods, continuing to look more at peace than he probably has in a while, replying, Yes, my lord, a truly novel idea. I must admit I had my doubts, but in the end, no matter how strong this Vegito had gotten, he could never match your intelligence and experience. The trio of danger will be remembered in the pantheon of heroes for millennia to come. Perhaps, after 990 years, we could use the Super Dragon Balls to revive them once again. A fitting reward for such a selfless act. What? But suddenly, their once peace and relaxed-stricken faces give way to shock and horror as they both suddenly feel a sharp pain in their chests. And as they look down to see what it could possibly be, penetrating both.
I knew it, bro. I already knew it, bro. They had it coming, bro. How they did the mortals. And then, why does it take so long for them to use the Super Dragon Balls to bring them back? Why would they wait so long? That's crazy, bro. They scandalous. That's why they that's why they just got the energy sword through the chest. Yeah. I knew that there was a failed attempt. I knew they wasn't gonna be able to defeat Vegito. Let's get back to it.
Their chest brutally is a familiar energy blade that could belong only to one man. One mortal who seemingly cannot be stopped by these gods at any cost. But that was it for today's video.
Well, that's the end of the video today. And it was actually a pretty good episode, man. Like honestly, you gotta give them props for it. The storyline continued to be great. You know what I mean? And I definitely appreciate the storyline. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. But I didn't understand why why did it take so long for them to want to even bring them back like that? It shouldn't have took that long, bro. Like to use the Super Dragon Balls, and after they sacrificed them, but at least the trio, I guess they must have um agreed to doing it anyway, or they got forced into it. But it is what it is, right? Vegito handled them though, two at one time. You know what I'm saying? But that was a real good episode, man. I want to thank you guys for coming by and joining us today here at Dragon Ball R92. I got some new equipment, so I'm working to upgrade here. I want to thank y'all for rocking with me, man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Through the ups and downs right now. I know my video dropping is not consistent. I am in college and I work full time. So once school is over, then I really get to focus in on creating Dragon Ball videos like I want to. But in the meantime, I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on pushing, and I appreciate you guys for coming through and checking me out. You dig? Remember, always believe in yourself, man, because ain't nobody else go do it, dog. Dragon Ball Art 92.
Recently, I was able to witness the fights of three great warriors. His powers were completely absurd. I had never seen anything like it.